Without hesitation, this is my favorite song on Watch the Throne. I think RZA comes in and makes a really, really solid production. He's got a real good ear for what makes a good beat. If you like it and you agree with me, thumbs up per usual. The backing chord progression in your right hand is going to go as follows. You're going to start here. This is an F minor in its root position, F, A flat, C. From there you're going to go to E flat minor in its root position, E flat, G flat, B flat. From there you're going to go to A flat major in its second inversion, E flat, A flat, C. There you're going to go to B flat minor in its second inversion, F, B flat, D flat. From there you're going to go to G flat major in its root position, G flat, B flat, D flat. Then it goes to D flat major in its first inversion, F, A flat, D flat. Then you play an E flat minor 7th, E flat, G flat, B flat, D flat. And then you play a quick E flat F, and then you're back to B flat minor in its first inversion. Now that's like the first half of your backing track. Let's focus on this for a little bit. Just keep in mind that there's more to come and that's not all there is to learn. So we're ending here at the B flat minor in its first inversion. With all those chords that I just showed you, you're going to be playing this in the left hand. It's an F, E flat, A flat, B flat, G flat, F, E flat, and then the quick E flat F, and you're back to B flat. So putting the two parts together, you should get this for your first part of your backing track. And then there's one more quick E flat F that follows right after that. As you're holding this chord, you do another quick one of those E flat F, and this is where you start for the second part of your backing track. So again, here's the second part. B flat minor in its second inversion, F, B flat, D flat. Then you're going to quickly hit A flat major in its first inversion, C, E flat, A flat, and go to G flat major in its first inversion, B flat, D flat, G flat. You're going to come back down to A flat major in its second inversion, E flat, A flat, C. You're going to go up to G flat major, root position, F, G flat, B flat, D flat. D flat major in its first inversion, F, A flat, D flat. E flat minor 7th in its root position, E flat, G flat, B flat, D flat. And then remember this. So the second part, pretty similar to the first part, especially in the way that it ends, is going to go like this. And oh, excuse me, in the left hand you're going to be learning this. B flat, A flat, G flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, E flat, F, B flat. So now, the second part of your backing track, very similar to the first, especially in the way it ends, is going to go as follows. And then you just kind of let that chord ring for a little bit. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you start over again. So once all the way through, your backing track to this song is going to go as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you would start over again. That's your backing track for literally the entire song. Now I really like what RZA does with the last couple chords of this progression, so indulge me for a sec while I explain this. You have this descending scale in the left hand, right? You go G flat, F, E flat, and you come up here, right? Now normally you're like, if you were to continue down that scale, you'd go G flat, F, E flat, D flat, but I mean that's the minor third, which may as well be the root of your scale. So for now we'll just assume that this continues it, right? So it's pretty predictable and you know where it's going. Like you're eventually resolving here with this up in the right hand. Now normally if you think about it, you'd want to have the right hand sort of parallel with the left hand's doing. So if you were to identically parallel what the left hand's doing in the right hand, you'd be playing like triads like you'd expect. So the triads to expect would be G flat major, F minor, E flat minor, and then you'd go to this because it lines up with what the left hand's doing, and it's like exactly. But what RZA does that's cool to me is that instead of doing that, he gives the first three chords a common note, and he leaves this D flat in here from the first one. So even though he's supposed to go to F minor here, if he's following it like an identical parallel, what he's doing is he's leaving this in here, and this becomes a D flat major, and then it's in, like in one of its inversions. And then from there, if you were to follow the identical parallel, he should be playing this, but he's keeping this in there. So by giving these three chords a common note, it makes the resolution that he's getting to a little less obvious. It's not as predictable. Like, you still know where he's going, but it's not like obvious. Now what I've done with the auto-tune vocal sample in this song is I've broken it up into two parts. The first part is going to go from sun in the sky to the second breeze drifting on by. So focusing on that segment, we're going to go B flat, B flat, A flat, B flat, D flat, E flat, F, F, A flat, B flat, A flat, F. And then the breeze is D flat, F, E flat, D flat, E flat, D flat, B flat. And then you just repeat that same little lick again. So the first half is going to go as follows. And remember, our loop from before, the first half of it was a little bit longer than the second half, so, and I guess that doesn't really make them halves, but that vocal part that I just showed you goes together with the first section of your backing track, so you're going to be playing the same left hand that you learned for that with what I just showed you. Now the second half of your auto-tune vocal sample is going to start at "It's a new life for me." That's going to start at D flat, E flat, F, A flat, E flat, E flat, D flat, and then there's the little dum da dum dum, or it's the little low end B flat, A flat, F, A flat, F, B flat, D flat, E flat, F, D flat, C, B flat, F, E flat, D flat, E flat, D flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, E flat, D flat, B flat, B flat. So once in its entirety, this is the second half of your auto-tuned vocal sample. And again, what I just showed you is going to go together with the same left hand that we learned for the second segment of your backing track from before. Putting together those two auto-tune vocal pieces that I just showed you with the same left hand we learned for your backing track from before, you should get something like this for the chorus of your song. That's the chorus to your song. And then there's the horn section of this song. This part of the song gets me every time. I love this melody. Here it is. E flat, F, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, D flat, D flat. That's a quick E flat, F. A flat is where you end the first time. And then you just play that same whole riff again, only this time you end on B flat. So the horn section, when you hear it, is going to go. That horn section that I just showed you is going to go together with the same left hand from the first section of your backing track. It's like the tail end. Remember the descending chord progression that I showed you that RZA does? That horn line is going to go together with the same left hand. So it's going to be G flat, F, E flat, and then it ends on B flat. So putting those two parts together, this is what you should hear in the horn section of your song. Once again. And there you have it. New Day by Kanye West, Jay-Z, produced by RZA.